नीचे रख मोबाइल थोड़ा नीचे रख। अच्छा ले ले अरे थोड़ा पीछे ले लो मोबाइल।
Happy Diwali to you all. It's an absolute privilege to welcome you all to this momentous occasion. Development has inspired so many. And his presence here today from US. This renovated auditorium is more than just a space. Professor Anand Rathorji, Professor Cheers. BCom student. Mrs. Rohbi Bandrachi, MCMP student. PM also.
Has launched out a series of such schemes, particularly for young women students and women scholars. And I'm sure that in the times to come, this college will be part of that benefit, which has been possible because we had someone in the form of Prime Minister Modi. Now, you mentioned about bioeconomy. Very few of us realize the importance of it because the next industrial revolution is going to be bioeconomy driven. The last that happened in 1990s was IT driven. Now IT is exhausted. You don't need IT experts. Your child knows it, learns it before he is born. But your exclusive domain is biotechnology, biodiversity. What he is referring about lavender and purple, this is our domain. We didn't look at that. Our exclusive domain is our aroma resources, our Himalayan resources. We have 3-4 states and UTs, including Jammu and Kashmir, living in the lap of Himalayas. So our agri startups, for which you don't need to be a PhD scientist. You could just have the technical know-how, and then we are again offering all the technical support, even financial support to these boys also we have offered, and even market linkage. Because to sustain these startups, you have to have a strong market linkage. The other avenue, of course, which is not relevant to this part of the country, is the marine resource. We have 12 states from Bengal, Odisha up to Maharashtra, which are on the coastal areas. So we have huge wealth of metals, wealth lying inside the ocean, which is going, because when we very fondly say we have come from fragile 5 to top 5, from 5 economy we will become 4. PM also says, we also say we will become 3. But it is our responsibility to make the PM's dream realize. So we should ask ourselves, where is the value addition going to come from? Value addition will come from those resources which have not been explored or not been fully explored or under-explored, and these are the sources. So from that point of view, Jammu and Kashmir has a rich contribution to make only if it liberates itself from the sarkari naukri mindset. That will be lucrative also, that will be yielding revenue also, and that will make this part of the country a front runner in India's march to that Viksit Bharat as is being described. So you can understand, as teachers today, you have been granted the responsibility of grooming those boys and girls who are going to celebrate the Century India of 2047. Because 23 years later, they will be at the prime, the students today. And they will decide the face of India in 2047. And for us, the teachers today, the beholden responsibility is to create capacity in them and to make them realize and understand how best they can discharge that role which is expected of them, instead of becoming prisoners of what their parents said. Now, new education policy, I think that is something you have to propagate. If it's not happened here, National NEP 2020, you can change your subjects. You can exit, you can come back. And many of the colleges, they are doing wonders. you have boys combining economics with biochemistry. Earlier on, what happened? You became prisoner of the subjects which you are chosen by your parents, not you. Your parents said you have to become a doctor and you take biology. You take that. After class 12, you don't get admission in medical college. What do? You become prisoner. अब बायोसाइंस में बीएससी कर ली, बीएससी के बाद नहीं मिला फिर क्या करना है, एमएससी कर लो, एमएससी के बाद फिर नहीं मिला क्या करना, पीएचडी कर लो, फिर भी क्या करना है तो अनएम्प्लॉयड पीएचडी. You became prisoner of the subject which were chosen by default in your class 12. It's no longer so. So such a wonderful change has happened under the Modi government. But many of the colleges are yet to adopt that. I am sure the earlier we adopt that, we will be doing a great benefit to the next generation.